Good morning, what's shaking, what's happening? Welcome back to Tasty Bites Timeless Travels. Today is day 72 of our Holland America cruise around the world, and today we're coming at you from Reunion. It's a little French island off the coast of Africa. Come join us. Now, this is yet another container port working cruise, or working cargo terminal. So the day will involve us taking one of those buses up to the front of the port if we want to go out today. Now, we're still in a little bit of debate. The weather's kind of iffy. This truly looks like the place we just were, Mauritius, actually, when you look at the island. And it kind of reminds me of Aina Haina and on Oahu. All these islands do start to look the same after a while. But it's not a complimentary shuttle today to the mall, and it doesn't sound like there's very many of them. But C woke up really excited about the mall today, and I do feel better, so I don't know. We may or may not go. We got to get to the front of the terminal building and see exactly where we're at on the map to see if there's anything within walking distance. But it doesn't. Reports didn't make it seem that way, so I don't know. Lots of people were hemming and hawing about having to pay €5 per person for the round trip to the mall. And there's one other stop, I think the city center, and back. But we'll see how it goes. Something I don't like about these areas is when you walk out and you're inundated with taxi drivers, it is kind of rough. You can't really make a decision of where you want to go and what you want to do because you've got so many people clamoring trying just to get you to hire them. So we shall see what we end up doing, but first we're going to kick off the morning with a little breakfast and a little bit of housekeeping for some things, and then decide. The mall doesn't even open till 10, and I have to check all aboard. I want to say all aboard's like at 4, but we have to be back to the terminal building by 3:30. All aboard's 4:30, but we have to be back to the terminal building by 3:30, I do believe, because of the shuttle situation, so I don't know. Is that enough time to enjoy them all? I don't know. We did it in Thailand, so we'll see. See you in a bit. Okay, it's 9:30. We decided to take the bus out to the port terminal. We're going to get a feel for what the cab drivers are like, see what the bus schedule is for them all, make a determination from there of what we're going to do. Still don't know, but the day's nice. It's a beautiful day out, so let's see. Okay, so we ended up in the mall. Why are we at the mall? Well, first off, this is where the shuttle took us. It was only €5. Second off, this area got hit by a cyclone, which in Florida we call them hurricanes, but in this area of the world they call them cyclones, like a week ago. So everything has been like, let me find out if it's open, let me find out if it's open, and every day Kimberly has to come across and say, I found out this is closed, I found out this is closed. So mall was the safest bet of things to do today. So kill some time, see what there is in this mall. It's very fancy. It's very expensive. This is an expensive island. It is an island. So get those island price tags. But just take a look around. So this mall is not what it's cracked up to be. Lots of people are very intrigued as to why we paid to get here. There's not a lot of stores. Stuff doesn't really open until noon as far as like the grocery stores, some of the restaurants. Everything's very expensive. We went to the Burger King and it would have cost us almost $25 for the two of us to eat at Burger King. So we came back to the main mall and the taco stand was open. So it's 3 tacos for, it equates to $10, which is not bad. I mean, it's bad for mall food, but it's not terrible. The guy didn't speak, he spoke very little English, but he was so funny trying to help us that I was like, let's just go ahead and get tacos because he's really devoted to the cause. There was one guy that speaks a little English, and they made him work up front, I feel, to help since there's so many English-speaking tourists today. But I I don't know. This is an interesting experience. So we're going to have some tacos. We're going to wait on the Carrefour to open because we do love a good Carrefour. And then some people are getting told that there's no bus service between 12 and 1. Some people are getting told there's no bus service between 1 and 2. So we're going to hit Carrefour and then go wait on the bus. I don't know. It's very chaotic. And I think I'm just upset that I paid €5 per person to have such terrible communication. But hey, it's a chance you take when you travel. But let's dig into these tacos. Here is the rush for the grocery store opening. Carrefour. Okay, so we're back on board. Carrefour was very chaotic and crowded. It took us 20 minutes to check out, and we went through self-checkout. I would put this as in one of our not favorite stops of the trip. Lots of people were upset about the bus situation too. I don't know if you've ever been to Disney, you know there's 2 doors on the bus. There's one at the front where the driver is, and there's one in the middle. Well, when they were loading the bus to come back from the mall, he had both sets of doors open, so people that were waiting at the front that had been there way longer than people that were at the middle didn't get on. So that caused a little problems. So not our favorite stop, and the tacos were okay. They weren't great, but they were only $10, so whatever. So we're back on board, and we're hitting up Lido for a snack. It's only 1 o'clock. That's it's 1:40 now. We left the mall at 1 o'clock. That's how uneventful that mall was. It was kind of definitely oversold. But let's grab a snack at Lido and keep going with our day. It's St. Patrick's Day, and it is another themed menu. Look how pretty it is. I will say, the theming, Holland, amazing. Amazing. Look at how great it is. Look at the rainbow and the pot of gold at the end of it. And they are doing corned beef and cabbage today. And Irish Bailey's cheesecake. So should be a good dinner, and check out Mr. Leprechaun, checking it out. Now the weird thing is they have a bar hop today, but they don't actually have a party to finish the bar hop off with. Last year on Koningsdam they had a big party for St. Patrick's Day. This year there's a sing-along in the billboard, but there's also a Celtic violinist for headline show tonight, so we're going to hit up the violinist. I don't know if we're going to hit up the sing-along, because last time they did something like that in Billboard, it couldn't handle the amount of people. So we'll see. But, hey, the dining room is always, in theme, so props to them. Appetizers have arrived, and C got a shrimp cocktail. You just haven't seen one in a long time, and they've changed the cocktail sauce. It's like orange. So it's weird, but we're rolling with it. For me, I got this one other time. It's the zucchini and mozzarella with like a little salad deal. It's very in season today for it being St. Patrick's Day. It's a very green dish, so looks good. All right, entrees have arrived, and C got the corned beef and cabbage. Look at how good that looks. She loves corned beef and cabbage. That's not my thing. I went with the ham. Now, this is not very St. Patrick's Day, but they had it, and it sounded good. It's ham and sweet potatoes and green beans and stuffing, so I went for fake Thanksgiving. All All right, it's dessert time, and C has got the mango sorbet. She did have to taste it because we both thought it was orange when it hit the table because of the color, but it is mango. I got the Irish Bailey's cheesecake. Does that not look delicious? Ooh, I cannot wait. I do love Bailey's. Even though I'm not a drinker, I will have a coffee in Bailey's from time to time, so this looks good. With that, we are calling it a night. Interesting day. Lots of conflicting opinions upon reunion. All of us that went to the mall think that it was disorganized, there was nothing there, and what was there was very expensive. Now, our tacos were okay. We liked the chicken, and I liked the chicken, so you liked the beef. We were kind of indifferent about the shrimp, but it was only about 10 American dollars. Wasn't terrible. Carrefour was packed, but hey, happens. But, yeah, reunion. It's one of those also that C and I talked about and said, hey, I don't think this was a fair time to come. They had just had that cyclone hit them. It's Monday, which is kind of like their Sunday, in other places where there's not a lot open. It was just a tough city to really get a feel for. So, I don't know. This is one that if I came back, I would try again and see what happened. But, I don't know. I know I can't do any of the ship excursions because they kind of go up in the mountains, and they had already warned about motion sickness, and I do get car sick pretty easily, so not for me. But that was reunion for us. Dinner, amazing. Very, very good. It's St. Patrick's Day, so it's very festive. We went to the show tonight. It was a violinist. She really kind of stuck to the Irish jig sort of stuff to stay in theme with the evening, so that was really fun. Had a good time in the casino, but big hot news today, what's got the ship a-talking, is how much we are a-rocking. So this is cyclone season out on this side of the world, which is very similar to hurricane season that I'm used to on the East Coast. And he had mentioned yesterday that we were in the tail of something, and there's no choice but to follow it, and we were going to feel the effects from it. In the previous captain, he said something about this is going to be a really rough day, and it was like 6 hours later before it was rough, but this guy was dead on. He said as soon as we pull out, you're going to feel it, and we're going to feel it for about a day and a half, maybe two. And sure enough, when we backed out of the port there in Reunion, it got bad instantly. We were actually getting up from the dining room table and starting to walk when that all happened, and it was like, whoa, when did this happen? So it's pretty bad. It's like 15-foot swells is what they're expecting right now until about noon tomorrow, in which case it will improve to 9 to 12-foot swells, is how Kimberly put it. So, in for a very rocky evening, rocky morning tomorrow. So we will see how everything goes. It's 3 sea days in a row, so we're going to see how that goes too. A couple of time changes in there also, as we head over to Durban, South Africa, and actually hit the main continent of Africa. So I don't know what the future is going to hold for this one. This could be really rough, really fun, really boring. Who knows? But if you hit that notification button and like, subscribe, and all that fun social stuff, you will find out just as probably as I do, because I have no idea what the future holds for us. So that we'll call it a night, and we will see you back again tomorrow. Have a great night. Bye.